Madam Fiona, this is a patrol report compiled by Mr. Lucius. Please take a look at it. The inspection route of patrol droids has been adjusted this week. I've marked several key areas that need special attention.
How considerate. Thank you. Why is he still dealing with the routine tasks of the security force? He should have rested and recuperated at home as prescribed.
Resting at home could do nothing but make me more sick. The best treatment is to keep working, so said Mr. Lucius.
He's so stubborn. You and Roy could help support him, but don't overdo yourselves.
Okay, I'll make proper arrangements. I'll take my leave then.
It's been a while, Lynn. Do you have good news for me?
I'm afraid you'll be disappointed. The loss of contact was caused by the Greyspace Entity attack on Outpost 10. It'll take some time to restore communications between the two places. Archon Larson is already working on it. He sent us here to take a look, as he was very concerned about the situation of Innars. How is it?
Things aren't going well. Greyspace Entities have launched attacks on many of our important facilities recently, and we are wading through the aftermath. The Greyspace Entities in the tunnel have been temporarily suppressed. The communication system and long-range space rifts are under repair. As for the other things, I still haven't received the relevant reports.
Until the communication device and space rift are fixed, we'll be temporarily stationed in Innars to help deal with matters related to Greyspace Entities. This is the Executor and Shirley from Asperia. Hopefully we can share the burden on your shoulders as your reinforcements.
Mirroria is a long way from Innars. Thank you, everyone. Please rest for a while.
I don't need to rest. Reminisce with me.
How have you been? It's always about work with you. You should come see me more in your free time, too.
Later. I'll stop by if I have time.
Then it's settled? Remember to bring Ruby with you. I want to give my birthday present to her myself, even though it will be a little late. There's a lot we have to do to ensure that the children have a carefree childhood.
Right.
Is there something you wanted to say?
Shirley, please put up a temporary barrier to block communications. Rubilia has awakened.
Rubilia? Is she still well?
It's hard to explain briefly, but she is still under the influence of the Greyspace Entity. She told us that a type of Greyspace Entity called the Hive Mother is watching Innars closely. Perhaps the Greyspace Entities that are active in Innars are related to this.
Is the Hive Mother the chief of the Greyspace Entities?
We don't have more accurate information on this for the time being. Fiona, maybe you've also noticed it was no accident that Innars had lost contact with Mirroria this time.
Avoiding the well-defended Mirroria and Innars, the Greyspace Entities intentionally attacked our weak spot to efficiently cut off the connection between the two cities and prevent them from supporting each other.
Perhaps this situation is what the Hive Mother wants. After all, Innars would become an isolated island after its requests for reinforcements from Mirroria were cut off. Other than the Hive Mother, there's one more thing you need to be wary of, Fiona. When we investigated Outpost 10, we discovered a parasitic type of Greyspace entity. We're calling them disguisers for now. Disguisers have the ability to parasitize humans, making its host a puppet under control. And it's difficult for us to identify hosts with our current technology. They look the same as ordinary people.
That means everyone in Innars could be the eyes and ears of the Greyspace Entities.
I'll keep my guard up against all personnel of Innars. Even you.
You truly haven't changed. I understand. This intel confirms some of my previous suspicions. According to the feedback from the Mook Squad, there have been changes in the behavioral patterns of some Greyspace entities. Their operations have become more purposeful, and they seem to be deliberately misleading us.
Are those creatures misleading us to disguise their true motives?
I arranged for the Mook Squad to go to the tunnel as reinforcements this time because...
Madam Fiona, Madam Lin, I'm sorry for interrupting your conversation. There's an emergency. Ms. Shiro sent a reply a few minutes ago, saying that her hydrological detection device captured abnormal information again. But the communication between Innars and Ms. Shiro was soon interrupted. We also noticed that the signals of Greyspace entities are getting stronger in her vicinity.
Leave this to me.
Please go to Shiro and provide support. Wanling, urge Glenn to decipher this abnormal information. It may help us understand the patterns that dictate the activity of Greyspace entities. Improve the security level of the nearby waters and remind the residents not to approach dangerous areas. I'll leave this to you, Roy.
Understood.
Miss Lin, Innars might be inhabited by those parasitic Greyspace entities as well. Would Archon Fiona be in danger if we all go to support Miss Shiro?
Don't worry. She's not as easy to get along with as she looks. Let's focus on reinforcing the Mook squad first. It looks like the Greyspace entities hiding in Innars haven't done too much yet. That could just be the calm before the storm, though.
Hopefully we won't be too late to help. We're getting close now. Be on your guard. There's an abnormally strong spatial fluctuation ahead.
The darkness here is just like what was discovered before. Looks like we're at the right place.
You are...
Hi everyone! We're messengers from Domain 9. I'm Lon, and he is Conroe.
Domain 9? What's that? Was there such a place on Ida? My database has no relevant information.
Ms. Shiro, maybe you know something?
Oh, then you are aliens.
Where are we?
Vera is under the jurisdiction of Hykros' District 7. The Domain 9 you mentioned.
We're from an area where time and space are sealed off. The outside world can't verify our existence due to the time-space barrier. We followed the abyss current opened by the darkness here and met your group. But it looks like this place is also plagued by darkness.
The darkness? Are you referring to this group of Greyspace entities?
Greyspace Entities. Sounds like a tongue twister. Those guys are a lot of trouble for us, too.
Why are the Greyspace entities going to the closed-off Domain 9?
How should...
I'm Lin.
Miss Lin, we've come to convey important information about this. But this...
Please, wait. Executor, Miss Shirley, please follow me.
Miss Lin, are you worried about the two visitors from Domain 9?
Our understanding of Domain 9 is limited to Ms. Land's brief introduction just now. This alone isn't enough to make a decision. But it seems like they have a lot of information that we don't know, which might be related to the Greyspace entities on the island. We'll return to Innars first. During this time, I hope you can also investigate the waters around Innars. The number of Greyspace entities we just witnessed far exceeds my expectations. Where do they come from? We still have no clue about this.
Maybe Greyspace entities are constantly entering Innars from another spatial rift around here.
That's entirely possible. Either way, we must not ignore these potential risks.
Leave this to Shirley and me.
Yeah,
Let's go now so we don't waste any time. Conroe, what about you?
Although the abyss current has calmed down, the darkness may still be attracted. I'll deal with it here.
Mr. Icarus, please help Mr. Conroe deal with the trouble here. Contact us at any time if anything unusual happens.
Understood.
Domain 9. Shirley, have you heard of that?
I haven't. The heirs of Ida don't have any records of it either.
It seems like Greyspace entities have wreaked havoc on their homeland, too.
Like Vera, we have a common goal then.
Yes, hopefully we can resolve this smoothly.